He says, she says.
Look, women are just too bossy, too impatient.
Get that
they
out
can
of
be
here.
too degrading. They're just too dang on aggressive.
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Men are controlling. Come on. They think they know everything.
You can't be serious.
They never want to admit when they're wrong.
Are you kidding me?
Who's right?
Really?
Who's wrong? Who knows?
Wow.
She says.
He says. Gender versus gender, Adam versus Eve face off. This is not your everyday run-of-the-mill battle of the sexes, people. We are a show that deals with men, women, and all the pieces of their puzzles.
Why don't men call?
It could be he just not that into you.
When is it cheating?
Perhaps it's cheating if he just happens to get caught.
Where is my child support?
The check could be in the mail, or maybe there's a backup in the computer system. Who knows?
Why do men have a problem with women who make more money than them?
Probably because men still have to pay the bills, still have to pay for dinner, still have to pay for movies, still have to pay. Where's the math in it? He says.
She says.
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 You can't be serious.
He says, she says.
Featuring your co-hosts, Andrea Carr Willis and Reginald Dye, Mondays at 7 on the Thea Broadcasting Network.
Happy Monday to you and yours. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, stop what you're doing and get your mind focused on this way. Join us at www.theaworld.com and jump on the hot button topic that we have tonight. My name is Reginald Dye.
And I'm the Northern Belle, Andrea Carr.
And you are in tune to another episode of He Says.
She Says.
Hey, we're bringing the gender bias to you. Men are right, women are wrong. What else is new? If you don't like what I said,
there was an error in that message.
If you don't like what I said, by all means, we love to hear your thoughts. 770.
Women first, always, and rights.
We obviously have a co-host that's not reading her Bible.
Whatever.
You know, the letter M becomes, first before the letter W. But as I was about to say, 770-498-0125 is the number to call. We would love to hear from you. If you want to crack at this male chauvinist in the flesh, come get it.
Crack
I ain't
him,
scared
crack
of
him,
you.
crack him. He's soft like an egg. Crack him.
If you don't want to be on the phone, you don't like what I will possibly, or should I say probably say to you, by all means, you can just blast us on our Facebook post at He Says. Really?
Now, you want to do everything. I'm just waiting. I'm sitting back.
Okay, good.
I'm playing my position.
Yes.
I'm in the passenger seat.
Yeah, stay in your lane, be in your place, know your role. That's how it works. Our Facebook page is He Says, She Says, or our Twitter page at
He Says, She Says 10.
Hey, our hot button topic for tonight. Who gets what? We're talking about the aftermath of divorce settlements. Who gets what? Let me give you an example of a settlement, if you will. In the case of Northern Belle versus Big Daddy Blackness, Big Daddy Blackness received a W, courtesy of his beloved Carolina Panthers.
Next topic.
Northern Belle received a third L to go with her name, courtesy of the Washington Redskins, the team she's talked about so much
and
all year long.
I still love them. Just because
you
your
died with them
Panthers
too.
got lucky, that's the L. Luck.
Yes.
Wasn't skill. That's all right, Redskins. We're going to be 5 in something.
As they say in the
Trust
hip-hop nation, big ups to you, Carolina Panthers. Good job.
Boo.
We'll keep it quiet for a while.
Boo. Where them Redskins at? Represent.
You won't hear from them tonight. You can rest assured.
Trust me, they still talking.
Our hot button topic for tonight, who gets what? There's a whole lot of stuff going on, and we have some great guests that's just going to shed some light on this whole ridiculous thing called women getting a whole lot of money from this divorce thing.
Whoa. What you mean ridiculous thing? Okay, let's introduce our guest.
Yeah, can we do that without all of that?
I'm on point today. Come on, ladies.
All right. Seana is originally from Louisiana, residing in Atlanta now. She is a divorcee, and she is going to discuss some of the challenges and some of the things that took place with her, as well as shed some light on why things happened in the end. Not just the relationship base, but more so, as we say, who gets what. Seana, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Dyran is a systems analyst. He's originally from Bronx, New York, residing in Metro Atlanta now. If you really want to see the ghost of Notorious B.I.G., you need to tune in and see what's happening. Baby. Heartthrob never. Black and ugly as ever.
However, you say what?
No,
Gucci down to the
Gucci
socks.
down for the socks. I gotta give it to you.
Appreciate that. Thank
All
you.
right.
Okay. I like
Gotta
that.
keep it up top.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Jersey really doesn't count.
Jersey does count. Jersey
okay.
does count, boo.
I like Jersey.
Anyway,
yeah.
Dyran, welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. Who gets what? Some of the examples that I've given. I don't know. Let's go Mary Harvey. Mary Harvey, 10 million. She is the former wife of comedian, morning talk show host, game show host extraordinaire Steve Harvey. We talked about the McCourts a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about
Jamie McCourt. Jamie McCourt is the major divorce settlement going on in Los Angeles involving the Los Angeles Dodgers. She received $130 million.
Yep.
And my personal disfavorite, Juanita Jordan, wife of the legendary Michael Air Jordan.
Are you
walking
mad because
away?
you got $168 million?
I'm sorry. Can the man finish? And
When
then
the man
woman
show up, he sure can.
He been here. Juanita Jordan walks away with $178 million. To me, and this is me. There's something wrong with that picture. And Seana, if you will, touch light on why women are entitled, if you will, to walk away with such a lucrative portion of a divorce decree.
Well, I can't speak for all women because I'm still in this process of divorcing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't say that right. I'm sorry.
Well, no. I mean, you didn't say a lot of things right. I'm actually an actress, a producer, a director, and so on. But hey, I mean, you men are learning as you go.
Can I do a take two?
Yeah,
I can do a take two.
Because I'm sure you're used to doing things over. So with that being said, I can't really speak about the money. But I mean, but I will say this, better than anybody why she deserved to get what she get. Besides the fact that she has to take care of the kids, besides the fact that they have more than one house, besides the fact of schooling, building, because they put their children in that kind of environment and made them where they are now, that it takes money in order to be able to take care of your kids. So that's common sense that they live a high society life, and therefore high society is where she is. However, you're forgetting the key thing. He couldn't keep it in his pants. So she put up with it until she couldn't put up with it, and then he had to go. I mean, we're sitting up here talking about him fucking white women.
Oh, let's please keep it clean.
I did.
Please keep it clean.
I mumbled the word.
No mumbling, please.
But it is what it is. You asked the answer, and I'm going to give it to you. And then you don't want what I got to say, then don't
I
ask me
want
no
what
questions.
you have to say, but keep it clean, please.
I apologize
Thank
for
you,
all
man.
you who are listening, and you have to put up with his mouth.
Yes.
But I will say it again. If he put it where it didn't belong, then he ought to be glad she ain't take more than that.
But is that to say, is that really the terms of that? Was that really the result of the divorce?
That
or
was
was it
happening.
irreconcilable differences? Or
Well,
was
that's
it-
pretty much what it is, because they begged her to wait, because she was going to leave in mid-career, and he couldn't keep it. He couldn't stay focused, so they asked her to wait.
Right, because she filed first
Yeah.
in 2002, and they told her
And they
asked her
kept-
not to.
Okay.
And she kept waiting, and she kept waiting, and he wouldn't keep it in his pants, and he was disrespecting, because he was caught a couple times with the white woman who went and did a little porno movie to show how well endowed he was with the pictures and what.
Yeah.
If you're not going to treat your woman with respect,
Okay.
I did
then
investigate
you don't
that.
need no respect back.
Okay.
Click on that.
Now we got that part. Now let's talk about the settlement itself. The children are taken care of
Yes.
regarding child support.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure they have multiple houses, but she needs more than one.
She has one. No. She received one.
Okay.
She only received one house.
Oh, she has one house.
One house.
The kids get the child support. They get well taken care of.
Yes.
Now, why does she need 178 million to go with a house that's it's 78, but we'll say 68. That's fine.
Yeah, that's right.
Give or take 10. He'll get that back. Okay. Now, with that said, she has to have the house that is paid for. I got that. Child support, we got that. 2 or 3 cars, she has that.
Plus
now, on
the
top
kids
of all
have
that,
cars too, and stuff like
kids
that.
have cars too. On top of all that, you need an additional 178 million.
You're forgetting again. Really,
But
you're forgetting
let's start at the beginning. She was with Michael before he made a dime.
Before he made it down.
No, not true.
Yeah. She was. She was there before he got that contract. Yes, she was.
She was.
Yes,
She
she
was
was.
the only one.
Does
She
your-
wasn't the only one.
Does your cute little
She wasn't
computer
the
say
only
that?
one. It's beautiful.
Okay.
My cute.
Does your cute little computer says
can
that they
pull it
got
up for
married
you.
in August 1989?
I'll tell you when they got married.
Michael Jordan entered the league, the NBA that is,
Yes.
November 1984.
Yeah, but
There's
she
a
was
5-year
still
span.
with him though. She was with him. They were dating. He ain't up and
Was
married
she
immediately.
on the basketball court dunking on people?
It doesn't matter. She
Was she
gave up
blocking
her
shots?
her career was housewife.
Was she leading the
and
league?
mother.
They didn't have any kids then.
But you know
Had
what?
nothing to do with the brand.
It
The
doesn't matter.
brand.
She was then. They had a lifelong
No, the
plan.
brand.
If you take care of
The
home,
brand is what made the money, and she had nothing to do with the brand.
It doesn't matter.
helped
She was
build the
tied to
brand.
him.
She
She was
helped
tied
build
to
that
him
brand.
as
Okay.
the
She's entitled
Let's
housewife
hold that
and
thought.
the mother.
Let's hold that thought. Let's go to Dyran. Dyran, your thoughts?
I very much feel like that in that type of situation, she is entitled to something. I'm not saying, oh, put her in the house and pay for everything and make her go get a normal 9 to 5, because that'll never happen. But 168 million, I don't even see
And
it.
how much is he worth?
way more than that. That was really something. Before you even move on to your next question, though, I gotta school you on something. Jordan didn't want to pay child support for the rest of his days. That's how it ended up that way. He was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to spend my money every month giving, because it would have actually been a whole lot more with his younger kids and whatever if he'd have just paid child support, because she'd have got him child support and then plus house, plus alimony. She'd have got him for real. He opted out, in case y'all have forgotten, for one bulk payment and be done with it. And I thought that was bullcrap. She could have got
that's child
way
support,
more. And
alimony,
yeah,
okay.
all that shit. And you can look it up somewhere. Now, I'm not accurate, but I was told, because I was upset, that he opted out for one bulk instead of paying month. Because she'd have milked him then.
Now,
she'd have got
do
him for
you
real.
all really believe
Oh, yeah, I would.
that
I
Michael
would.
Jordan would risk having his name slandered
That's why he opted
and
out.
labeled as a deadbeat dad?
That's why he opted out.
You think he would really go through that so he wouldn't do that?
Well, he didn't want for everything to come out in the settlement. Because she was going to tell it all. There was even a talk about a book and everything else. She was going to spill it because she had became that angry black woman. He was like, I want to just this in the bud. Let's whatever she wants. Let me give it. And we walked out. And even the league had opted for that too, from what I understand, because I'm a Jordan fan, so was my son. They were like, I don't want all that. I don't want all that trash that's coming with your name, because you will lose endorsements, just like Kobe and the rest of them, if it drags on too long. Act like a wood, baby. Act like a wood. Act like a wood. I ain't got to lie.
How much did his wife get? She might have got a little too much too. Hey, we welcome your calls at 770-498-0125. Facebook at He Says,
She says.
or our Twitter page at
He says, she says 10.
Now, again, how do we determine that particular dollar amount? Now, Dyran, I'm sure you agree. If the woman has that particular lifestyle, she should be allowed to continue to live it.
Absolutely.
We get that part. But, you know, in the case of maybe a Michael Jordan, or where a Paul McCartney, where Heather Mills walks away with 49 million, and I'm sure the Beatles have made far more money than Michael Jordan,
way more.
maybe close, but she walks away with 49 million. How do you really determine what's considerably fair to be out?
I don't think you can. I think it's a case-by-case decision, and you need to know. I guess that's why there's some settlements that are private, because dirty laundry does come out. What is the abuse that the person had did? Men and women. I'm not siding with just women getting settlements. I'm not saying that, but it depends on what happened between the two people in that household. What the expenses were, what the incomes are, how many children you have, that lifestyle you let. There's so many factors that go into it.
So the amount should be set by what the man did. So if I cheated with 20 women, it's gonna cost me $20 million.
Is there, like she said, disrespect? What is it? Because some settlements are based on pain and suffering.
Yeah.
There are. There are. If you get slapped across the room and your face upside the wall, you got 20 teeth broken, your neck broke, yeah, you probably should get a little bit.
But if you didn't leave the first time and you stayed, even though as controversial as that may be, you knew what you were getting into. Yeah, you knew what you stayed with, and you knew what you tolerated for a long period of time.
And that was it.
So, and there's some people who abide by, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I do everything I can to make this marriage work. Yeah. And once I've done all that I can do, then it's time to go.
Or I'm worth $200 million and you get 50 off the top.
Don't know. It depends on the situation. I can't speak on that.
Well, we have to speak on that.
But I
can't say it depends.
She didn't marry him expecting for him to become Michael Jordan. And when he became Michael Jordan, she was one of his biggest supporters.
He was already Michael Jordan.
He was big. But I mean, they're all big. Charles Barkley, all the rest of them are big. But
not as big.
Not Michael Jordan.
So he didn't have to be Michael Jordan.
Brand by himself. Nobody expected for him to be that big. Because even now.
You just said it.
What?
He became a brand.
He did
by himself.
MJ is him
not
his own
with
brand.
Assistance from Juanita.
However, while
Jordan.
he was becoming a brand, she was taking care of home. Yes. She was taking care of family. She was upholding her wifely duties and standing with those vows that she made before God. She didn't step out the marriage. She also helped him. She also helped him because he actually said that she was one of the people that pushed him. So she had some level of commitment to his career too. It wasn't just him saying, "Hey, I'm the greatest. Let me do this." There were nights that he doubted things that she was there. He said that out of his own mouth.
Oh yeah, and then when he lost his father too, he was an emotional wreck. If it wasn't for her,
she made him go back.
If it wasn't for her, just supporting her being that foundation.
Big Daddy, you do everything. She was
but
there saying, "Boom."
That's what we've been saying
all
along.
That's what she's holding down the house. I mean, that's what your job. That's what your career is.
Every woman doesn't do that.
But that's what your career is.
There's some women that are career women that make money outside of the house.
Not when your husband making $200 million.
No.
Not when your husband making $200 million.
Hold on. Let's take it. Everybody breathe.
I'm good.
All right. Now, with that said, again, that's where the confusion lies. Now, take her for instance. Let's just say, and we're speaking in terms of divorce, some big, some small, but in a case with Juanita, you have a nanny, you have a housekeeper. I mean, at the most part, you wake the kids up in the morning. But then you have people that, I'm not saying she's less of a mother, but at the same token, just how much strenuous activity did you do?
You ain't grinding. You ain't in the kitchen cooking breakfast every morning.
I gotta ask her. You been married?
I've never been married.
Oh, then we don't need to be talking.
Yes,
so as the fact that you've been married, then no matter what you have on the outside or what you bring in the house, it's still a marriage. You still got to work on it. I don't want to disrespect you. So I'll talk to you too. I'll talk to you too because you need to learn.
I can take it.
You need to learn. When you have a partner that's standing by your side, she's your foundation. That is what she's supposed to be. She's your rib. She's your support. Regardless if I have a maid outside, I'm still going to be your wife because the maid ain't going to sleep with you. The maid ain't going to talk to you. The maid ain't gonna keep you safe. The maid ain't gonna be there for you to make sure the bank is the bills are paid.
Unless my name is Schwarzenegger.
And either way, you brought up what? You brought up a man cheating on his wife, and she deserved what she got. Thank you.
Okay, so we need to bring up more females.
No, you brought up, but you brought up exactly the point.
Very much so.
Think of the divorces that are going on. It's because the man can't keep it in his pants. So if you're gonna make a mute point,
the ones we're talking about, it is the case. We're talking about what we're talking about right here, right now.
It's called irreconcilable differences.
Only because right now they don't have to classify what it is.
Yeah.
20 years ago, 15 years ago, they had to say if it was infidelity.
All right.
Now they don't.
Right. Hey, when we come back, we're gonna touch base on other aspects, not just money, but notoriety and other things that lead to the divorce settlement. Our hot topic for this evening: who gets what? Our guests, Dyran and Seana, and this ugly, angry woman.
Oh no, I'm not angry. You see my dimples, boom. I'm happy. I'm free. Hallelujah.
Good.
Woo!
Hey, we'll be back with who gets what? The topic tonight on He Says.
She Says.
We'll be right back.
I'm so good. I'm good.
FIA Broadcasting Network is now seeking talk shows covering the following subject matter: sports, economy, school and education, cars from antiques to repairs, love and life issues, and finally, music and entertainment. Got a show or an idea? Give us a call at area code 770-498-0125. That's area code 770-498-0125. Or visit us on the World Wide Web at www.fiaworld.com. That's FIA, F as in Frank, IA, world.com. FIA, where pricing and cost are always affordable. FIA Broadcasting Network, bringing you the best in talk entertainment. We look forward to hearing from you.
Take one.
Action! Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Nasir Rahim, and I am a professional actor.
I'm Courtney Nicole, and thank you for joining us.
Atlanta's Access.
Atlanta's Access, baby. Tune in.
We want you to tune in every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock to catch everything that's hot in Atlanta. It's a poppin' city, y'all, and everybody's here. We're going to have all of your top-notch entertainment news.
We'll be bringing you live coverage from all red carpet events, all backstage events, all film sets, and not only will we be talking about acting, but we'll also be talking about the people behind the acting.
We'll have all the audition tips you need, from the indies to the box office, from Atlanta to Hollywood, and from us to you.
You're gonna love it.
You're gonna. Hey, you need to send in your reels to atlantasaccess@yahoo.com.
Atlanta's Access, baby. Tune in. Let you know what's really going on with the acting game in the ATL and beyond, where we talk real talk, REEL.
REEL, y'all. Tune in. Catch you on Wednesday nights at 8.
Black woman won't stay in her place. And we mean that.
You know what? You know what?
Put this
back on.
When
Constant
the man is where he's supposed to be, a woman will be where she's supposed to be. And that's real.
Amen.
If I have to step out and be the man, I'm going to be the man.
But y'all
I
unsatisfied.
get tired with
So
that.
you can say, if I have to be the
Men
man,
deal
I'm
in
going to be the man.
parameters.
all the time.
Men deal in parameters. We race to the finish line and then we start a new race.
No, that's
And the
a different
problem
race.
is that with
No.
women, we make that plateau and all you want is
No, you don't reach that.
If you just witnessed
You don't reach that.
a doing the break discussion in its entirety.
right.
Stay on. I forgot about that.
Hey, my name's Reginald Dye.
And I'm the Northern Belle.
Hey, welcome back to He Says, She Says.
Really?
I was out of place that time. My bad. I'm not trying to do anything a woman do. That's my bad. Now, well, that's another show.
You were taught something. You learned something.
Our topic for tonight: who gets what? We're talking about divorce settlements, people, and and who is entitled to this, who's entitled to that. You know, for some celebrities, it can involve millions of dollars, but to some people, it can involve the dog, you know, the shelf, the sofa, the love seat. Feel free to give us a call, 770-498-0125, or Facebook us at He Says.
She says.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm sorry.
And our Twitter page is.
He says, she says 10.
Hey, Dyran and Seana joining us tonight. One in the process of a divorce, one that has been divorced, one going through, one has already gone through. And there's a lot of things that you really need to consider, as well as we just want to get your thoughts. You know, is it right for a woman to walk away with, as Gerald Levert would say, everything? You know, is it right? Is it fair for a man to get off the hook with not paying child support or paying a little bit when he's certainly worth more than that?
I feel like doing like this.
Dyran, talk to us about child support, man. You know, you're a father, I'm a father.
Man, child support is against the fathers. 100%.
Oh, hear him out.
200%.
Hear him out. Hear him out.
As a divorcee, when you go through a marriage that only lasted 4 years and produced one child, and to have the courts tell you that child is worth $800 a month, but when you look at the fact of that person had another child and there was no support collected, so what about the 4 years that I took care of both children? You know, those type of things aren't considered, and it almost makes you, when you go into the next relationship, decide to be okay. Maybe I'm not going to give as much because this may not work out. But that child support payment, yes, it helps the mother. Yes, I see some men who have a child support payment of $200 a month, and that doesn't help anyone.
Didn't help anyone.
But when it's $800 a month and it's for one child, for what?
They base it on your pay.
Right, but comically, I've had custody of my son for 4 years and haven't gotten anything. Double standard.
Yes,
that's a double standard.
Sorry, it is.
Exactly.
And I'm actually looked at as less of a man if I go and file and put his mother on paper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you may not get nothing in return.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because what I was told when I consulted a lawyer is that for the 4 year period that I've had him, she can actually go and claim, even though I had him, because it was legally on paper for me to pay her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, I owe her 4 years back child support
Yes, you
from
do.
when I had him.
Yes, you do.
Wow.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous. And in terms, go right ahead. Northern Mill.
See, he learned something.
You're silly. I want to say I understand that position, but it does not always go to the man 100%. Because I'm a single now mother of 3. And I don't get child support from any of the fathers. I was married twice. None of the fathers support their children. If I see a dime, trust me, it's a miracle. My daughter, who's 17, just turned 17, out of 17 years, her father supported her a year and a half of her life, maybe 2 years of her life. Courts, military, all of that, still got nothing. My 2 youngest, their father, whenever he feels like it, he may send something, and he always has a boatload of excuses. And we were just talking about this in the car, that as a single woman that's trying to take care of children, we feel the burden of that. Both fathers had the nerve to try to claim my children on income taxes. I laughed them right out as soon as the IRS went after them. Because you don't put a dime in this household, how dare you try to get money at the end of the year for what? To use for your other woman and her children that you're taking care of, but you got these here that you're not taking care of.
Right.
So now I had to listen to your story, because as soon as you started talking, I was like, wait a minute, because court still allows some men to get away with murder. And I'm one that can stand up and say the courts did diddly squat. I have divorces, but I have no set child support, and I have to keep going back and back for nothing to be done.
Well, I'll be the first to admit. Oh no, go right ahead.
No, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm so sorry. No,
as
ladies
an aggressive
first.
female, I have no problem with you going first. I can open the door for you.
Yeah, wow. As it relates to child support and even legal visitation, it's very unfortunate circumstances. You have wonderful children, and no woman should have to go through that. At the same time, many times a judge doesn't factor in everything when it goes to a man. I know a young man, his wife up and left him, took the 2 kids, moved to California. She approaches him for child support. Child support, no problem. The only problem is he has to pay to the living standard of California.
Oh, I see.
He's in South Carolina. The cost of living, it's like Mount Everest to Stone Mountain. There's a huge difference. And she left for whatever reason. I don't think it was anything physical, but I don't know. But he's placed in a situation where he's having to pay double, if not triple, that he would have paid in South Carolina because she decides to get up and move. So it's certainly not fair.
I don't like that. Now, see, I'm going to tell you all day long, I always stand for right. I'm not going to say, oh, you're a woman, no, that's wrong. What you just said is absolutely wrong.
You got to understand, too, that, and here's where I'm not going to cheerlead for the woman. There are some women that have made it real hard for the good woman or the decent woman. And what you just said is that you're going to go in a relationship half-tail, since I can't cut
because of something that somebody else did, and that's not fair.
What you did is let her take over and let her win, and that's not what she's entitled to. And I say that on my Facebook page. I say that on my own pages. You need to love your fellow man and fellow woman, but if they're not treating you right or hasn't treated you right, you need to go on about your business. But you need not let them win by mistreating the one who didn't do anything to you first. If you don't, I'm just saying.
It's not right. Let me say that.
Saying.
It's not right.
Oh, no.
But it's human.
No, I didn't say you weren't human. I just said that you need to be fair in your understanding that she shouldn't pay for the past mistakes of the one before. And that's why the black man and the black woman are self-destructing now, because we make the other pay for the past full mistake that we had in our life. Now, I have two fathers, of course, and here go that statistic of two different fathers or whatever the case is. Now, the first father went ahead and paid because he was afraid of child support and being put in jail. Then he kept hollering, that ain't mine. I was like, anytime you want to take that test, I'm sitting right here. You ain't got to look for me. I'm right here.
DNA does not lie.
Does not lie. Dana don't lie. I said, and if the child's not yours, which I know it is, I said, I'd be glad to pay for the court stuff. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I won't press nothing. Take the test. But instead of that, he was scared and he just went on to pay. Son's father, and he and I go way back history. I never once told my kids that disrespect your father because they are deadbeat dad or whatever. Actually, I started teaching them at a very early age, probably talking too mature to them when they were younger. Your father is not the man your mom needed him to be.
Right.
So, but he's still your father,
right?
Not your daddy. Because your daddy would have been there 24/7, would have helped me when I needed him. I said, but he's your father. He's the one that helped me bring you on this earth. So give him the respect he deserves. When he sees you, say hello, yes sir, no sir. When he leaves, say bye-bye. When he talks to you, you talk back. I say, but if he's not there the way financially we need for him to be, I still don't want you to look at him any less. Learn from the mistakes that your mother and your father made and then go forward and do better. And that's what I tell them both. Learn from my mistake and do better. So the black woman or the woman has made it hard for the struggling father to really pay child support. No, the courts was designated for us because we got to go chase their tails down to go get the money. Is he paying now? No, but when they catch him, all of a sudden he want to pay.
Yes, the deadbeat boy.
Yeah, he wants, but he's not always dead. But when the job loses, because economy right now. So when you lose the job, I'm not the one to go. You better go give me my money. You need to go give me my money. I've never been like that. It's never been about the money. Matter of fact, I took care of his
And let's say that deadbeat dads are not just financially negligent. We're talking about you don't call, you don't come visit, you don't help out because a child needs more than just a paycheck.
Just a paycheck.
And that's the problem that I have. But I also know not to talk in front of my 6-year-old and 7-year-old and say what I really feel. Because if they knew what I really felt, I don't want to color their judgment. And I backed off of my oldest, and I let her see her father for herself. The problem she has with him, she has because he calls them. Because he lied. We lived 3 blocks away from him. He never came to see her.
Wow.
3 blocks? You have no excuse. You could walk 3 blocks.
Around the corner.
You can definitely do a little better. Hey, let's go to a little Facebook post. Nikki from Connecticut says this. Why, and I guess it was directed to me, why do I have a problem with women collecting the money rather than men marrying into something they weren't ready for? Hoping they don't get caught or being surprised when the women finally want to leave / cash in.
That's right.
I'm more mad at the women for selling themselves out.
Yeah.
The woman's big payday doesn't compare to the blank they went through or what they have to long after divorce.
You're right.
Yes, I think they need that much and more. Just ask Ellen Woods, who is the former wife of Tiger Woods.
That's right.
Details of that divorce weren't disclosed, as far as I know,
No.
but I'm sure she received a
I don't want to talk about
huge portion. I'm sure. Yes, power to the people.
don't
Does not want to talk about that.
Right.
Hey, let's.
Did you say power to the people?
Power
Is
to
that
the
what you
people.
said?
Hey, let's switch gears for a minute. Take money out the scenario. Let's work on some other things. Here's an example. Former professional wrestler Richard Blood. No pun intended. That was his real last name. Most notably known to the wrestling world as Ricky Steamboat.
Oh, the dragon.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat divorced his wife Bonnie back in 2006. The terms of the divorce: Bonnie wins the right to his wrestling stage name
Why would I want that?
because any royalties
Yep.
earned
okay.
from his last name goes to her.
Okay.
At some point, you just get vindictively extreme. Here's an example to the gospel music world. For those that know, gospel music sensation Vicki Winans
Oh, that's my baby.
What?
has not been married to former husband Marvin Winans of the proclaimed First Family of Gospel for many years. Yet, she
that.
still has the Winans last name. And in my personal opinion, she is banking off the Winans last name. Now, you all feel free to jump in and tell me why isn't that so? Why couldn't she go back to her maiden name and just decide to, hey, I'm gonna let God allow me to be the gospel artist I'm supposed to be? But no, I want to be a Winans and be a Winans for life and make money off of the Winans name. Not because I can't sing, but no, if people see Winans, then they're gonna come and see me. Your thoughts?
Please me.
He don't want me in it.
I want anybody who wants or their mouth is near a microphone, say something.
Yeah,
First of all, we don't know. I'm playing the advocate that she kept that name because of the Winans notoriety. I wanted to go back to my maiden name, but I made
Really?
a vow that my children would share the last name that I had. When I was married to my second husband, my last name became Willis. I had children and they were born Willis. But I also have a daughter from my first husband who is Carr. So I was not going to be Willis and leave my daughter with a name that we did not share. I grew up in a household where my mother and I did not have the same last name. I was teased. Besides everything else we talked about earlier, last names are detrimental because they were like, why your mother named this and your name that? And I would feel separated. Even though I wasn't physically made to feel that way, I felt that way. So when I was young, I said, whatever my last name is, my children's last name would be. And I wanted to get rid of my last Willis. I wanted it gone. When I tell you I was doing a happy dance, but out of respect for my two little ones, they need to know Willis, that's my mommy. My oldest one needs to know Carr, that's my mom. I kept that name. I'm only playing advocate because, I mean, she'd be a fool. Winans, that name is known worldwide.
Can I add to that?
Please.
Okay. Now, my name is Seana Jackson. That's not my married name. Seana Jackson's the name I go by.
So was it Randy, Jermaine, Tito? Which one?
I wish it was. I wish it was. But my married name is Villard. So it's Seana Jackson hyphen or dash Villard.
Okay.
However, I will say this. Winans is her last name. When she married him, she took upon him everything that he is. So the years that they were married, that's her name. So why would you disrespect yourself by saying, you know what, now that we ain't together no more, I don't need your name.
Okay.
Because that's not how it goes. She gave whatever she gave to build that marriage. Now, for whatever reason, it crumbled. So she should just stop being herself just because them two are no longer together.
Okay, so
my
what
name
happens?
is my name is, but I'll still be a Villard. In some aspects, somebody will still call me because the eyes of the state will still say, unless I go and change my name back to Jackson, they're still going to recognize me as Winans or Villard or whatever. And it is what it is.
Your thoughts, Dyran?
Well, what about when it's time to go on to the next one, though? You speak of, your name being, Carr for one and Willis for another, but what happens when you become Jones? do you change everybody's name to Jones?
And that's
Do you
something,
take on
honestly, I will consider, because I'm serious with that. I refuse to let my children feel like they're disconnected from whatever marriage I go into. It's all of us. And if I have to change that and have 3 names, and you know me as this, you know me as that, and they're connected to that, I have to do it.
So you'll drop the original names to pick up the married name.
Don't have to drop
it.
I would.
Okay. Okay.
Add it too.
Hey, we're gonna touch on this when we get back a little more, because this whole Winans thing has got me. Especially if you remarried after divorcing Marvin Winans, yet you're still a Winans. Really? Seriously. Hey, when we come back, we're gonna talk about it. Who gets what? My name's Reginald Dye,
and I'm the Northern Belle.
We'll be right back with another segment of He Says,
She Says.
Stay tuned.
FIA Broadcasting Network is now seeking talk shows covering the following subject matter: sports, economy, school and education, cars from antiques to repairs, love and life issues, and finally, music and entertainment. Got a show or an idea? Give us a call at area code 770-498-0125. That's area code 770-498-0125. Or visit us on the World Wide Web at www.fiaworld.com. That's FIA, F as in Frank, IA, world.com. FIA, where pricing and cost are always affordable. FIA Broadcasting Network, bringing you the best in talk entertainment. We look forward to hearing from you.
He says, she says.
This is not your everyday run-of-the-mill battle of the sexes, people.
Tune in so you can find out, do men really come from a different planet?
You will not only hear what I think as a man.
Women are just too bossy.
Or are they okay here?
But you will also hear what I think of women.
They think they know everything.
You can't be serious.
Mondays at 7 on the FIA Broadcasting Network.
Hey, back at you with another segment. The topic for tonight: who gets what? Money, namesake, notoriety, house, kitchen sink, dog, basement, inheritance, joint, or personal bank accounts. Hey, we're trying to cover all of that. We always have more messages than we have moments. We're going to get it in anyway. My name is Reginald Dye.
And I'm the Northern Belle.
Another episode of He Says.
She Says.
Who Gets What is the topic tonight. Sine, head of the Black Women's Feminist Movement, is in the studio. Along with Dyran. They're both talking divorce, their personal experiences as it relates today. When we went to the break, and real quick, 770-498-0125. Facebook at He Says, She Says, or our Twitter page at
He Says, She Says 10.
Hey, any comments?
Oh, there's some interesting.
We'd love to hear them. Since you're scared to call me, punks. Moving right along.
You continue. I'm read on.
Okay, as she's going through. When we went to the break, we talked about Vicki Winans keeping her name, stage name, Winans, while she continues to do what she does. Do I think that's right? I personally don't think that it is. If you want out, yeah, leave. House, whatever, namesake, whatever. Now, I will give the exception to Tina Turner. The physical abuse that she had to endure from Ike Turner. She didn't ask for spousal support. She didn't ask for, I'm not even sure if she even asked for child support.
No, she didn't.
She just wanted her name, and she was able to keep her stage name and to go on from there. While we're waiting, here's Daphne. Daphne is from Miami, Florida, and she said that an option for name changing for the kids' sake would be dropping the maiden name and hyphen both married names until they become adults, as in the children. The guy should understand the kids come with the woman. Daphne, thank you for your comment. I
Good
totally
point,
disagree
Daphne.
with you, Daphne, but okay. We're going to give you
My
that.
first child be left out. Ice is not going to have that.
All right.
My kids didn't have my husband's name.
Let's
they
go
did it?
to Shondella. Shondella from Augusta, Georgia writes this. Because when she, as in the divorced wife, became known as an artist, she was a Winans.
Well, yeah, she was.
Ever after what? And she also writes.
I like that. I like
Ever
that.
after what?
I like that.
Well, I can't say that.
Oh, wow.
Moms need to have their kids' last name.
Amen.
Yes.
All right.
Mine does.
Okay. I can get with that.
Mine does.
But you know what, Shondella, you're wrong too. Listen, here's my take. Does it make you less of a mother if you have a different last name?
It doesn't
No,
make
it
you less
doesn't.
of a mother, no.
Does it put a lot of pressure on the children in this day and time? No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Maybe in our generation, yes. But in this day and time, no, it doesn't. In fact, it's more of a rare form to find parents, two-parent households, and parents with the same last name.
that's the
Because
problem.
what happens now, a lot of women, when you're having children, you take on the father's last name, and you're not even married to him.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I disagree.
We actually agree to disagree on
We
that?
agree to disagree. I don't
Wait
like
a minute,
that.
amen.
But you don't understand though, they can't do that legally. You can't do it now. In our time, I don't know how old you are. You what, 22? But in
You're
my
22.
time,
Oh, baby.
in my time,
I look good with this thing. So
I mean, because you're still a baby. But I'm just saying that in my time, you could have if the father wasn't even there when you delivered the baby, you could say, that's my, the baby's father.
Right.
He takes the name.
Right.
Now you got to prove all that before you can just say
Some
so and so.
states.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
states.
some states, not
Oh,
everybody.
really? I thought it was
That's
everywhere.
Oh, no.
What? Can you do it here in Georgia?
In Jersey, you can. I know you don't need the father to be
Right.
there.
In New York, you don't.
You can do-
Texas, you don't.
Yeah,
Right.
South Carolina, you don't.
So it might just be
What you know about the dirty South? What I tell you.
Gracious.
But a lot of that's taking place now, and I kind of fault women for it because one, you're not married, and two, I mean, you don't know how this brother's gonna act. Just because he wants the child to have the name, are you gonna take care of the child for a lifetime so he can earn your namesake? Because you see a lot of that going on now. So I say this, even though Shondella says it's confusing to the children and the people at school as it relates to teachers and staff. But a lot of it is happening now. I don't see how it's so confusing in this day and time. But I gotta admit, I can see how you kind of want to keep it
Simple.
stable. in your household as it relates to names and things of that nature. Dyran, your thoughts?
Yeah, I was gonna say I know a young man that's like 7 years old, and his dad is on paper now, and one of the conditions he asked for immediately was for that child's last name to be changed to his. So I think that if you are paying the cost, then absolutely you should be able to call the shots.
I like that. I like
agree with
that.
that.
Here's my problem. When I had my oldest daughter,
You don't like
she
men
looked-
at all. I don't understand. You be switching the brothers, boy.
Are we switching the show?
No, we're not changing them. Not like that. Not like
Look,
that.
I gotta
No.
be in between them. The one problem I have with that is when I had my oldest daughter, I wasn't married. I was engaged to be married. We were supposed to be married, but he was one of those that couldn't keep it in bed. So we didn't get married then. We got married after my daughter was born.
Okay.
So she was born with my last name.
Right.
My aunts are old school South Carolinians who believe in your child and you need to have the name of the father, so y'all need to get married.
Right.
So we had a shotgun wedding. Let's just be real. That's
Right,
what it was.
right.
We got married, and at their insistence, because I wasn't going to change my daughter's name, because I was born a car, I'm going to die a car, and that's who I am. But the South Carolinians that I grew up under made me go down there and change my daughter's last name to my husband's last name, because she was going to be Carr. I was Andrea Carr, and we don't want to say that last name.
Right.
But she was going to stay Carr. They made me change her name. Now, in Jersey back then, they weren't going for the hyphen for the kids.
Right.
You had to pick one or the other. My greatest regret is giving my daughter my ex-husband's last name on paper. The teachers and everybody else know her name is hyphenated as far as they're concerned. But on a birth certificate that we had to change, is that last name that is no longer mine. What she went through growing up, she said, I hate that last name. What it represents, the person that it is. She would have rather had it been
In the case of the deadbeat dad, though,
Right.
but if her dad would have been something
That would
for
have
her to
been
be
totally
proud
different.
of,
Right.
then it would
Right.
be okay. I have my daddy's
Right,
last
at
name.
least he's there representing me.
But you know what? My first daughter's father, he paid. He rarely spoke to her, whatever. She had the option. She chose not to. She's like, to me, for him to have been my real dad, I'd have talked to him, I'd have seen him, because he was in New Orleans and we were in Agnes. That's just 3 hours away. Now, a shocker for me was that my son, I had to learn this on Facebook, and which was the sad part, because again, he's in Louisiana because he wants to be close to the family. And I had to learn on Facebook that he had hyphenated his last name. And I remember going, what the heck did you just do? What did you do? He's like, well, I'm my father's son. He's still, my dad or whatever. And I was like, I had to catch myself. I said, of course, because he's there. He comes and visits. He tries his best. He really does try. Do not hate men, by the way. All the time. I said, but still, that's a disrespect to me. I said, because you're a Jackson, born and bred. I said, however, when you reach the age where you can take care of your own bills and whatever, feel free to add. Don't you take Jackson out, but feel free to add the last name if you want to, out of respect for your
But
father.
as a male child, he looks for something to identify, and that's that familiarness.
I got a question that is a little off topic, but just a little question. Do you think that the mother can be the mother and the father to the child?
Absolutely not.
No.
I think she can.
She
Because
can.
if she is not, why are you not
Can
letting me
she teach-
finish?
Go ahead.
I don't understand. Because if she's the one raising him to be the gentleman that some of them have become to be, because if the father's not there or there's no male there, because some women choose to just raise their children and not even have any male presence in, but afraid of influencing. So if he's come out to be a decent man, he's come out to be respectful, kind, and considerate.
She was a
is
great
he not
mom.
a man?
She was a great mom.
But did she raise him to be a man?
But she
though?
was a great
No.
mom, but she'll never be a father.
And there's
I'm not
always
saying
going to be
father,
a
but-
missing male element. You can do a
Something
great
to
job,
identify. Great job.
but there's
Wonderful
just
job.
a portion, be it big or small, that you just can't cover because you're not equipped to do it. All right,
Okay,
but
now
thank
see,
you.
I
Thank you.
agree. My daughter saes that she gives me cards and celebrates me on Father's Day.
There's some-
But what I always tell her is this.
Oh, look at his face. Look at his face.
No, I wish he might. But what I always say to her is, I'm really not your father.
Right.
He dropped the ball. I'm your mother all day long.
But
and I teach my son, I can teach you how to treat a woman. I cannot teach you how to be a man. There is a difference.
Exactly.
But I can show you how you need to treat this person right here and those to follow, females. I can't, because when he had to use the bathroom and learn how to be potty trained, I had to go get a banana. Now that don't make no sense for me to demonstrate.
And you're taking him to the women's restroom if you're out in public.
Exactly.
I mean, safety, we get with that, but still, that just takes a lot out of him when he's little.
Oh, he can't stand it.
I bet you won't get a father's card this year. All right,
I bet you I do. I bet you I do.
I was gonna say, but for the men that are the opposite, because there are a lot of men these days that are raising their children, their daughters and their sons.
Yes.
And I know that for my son, I'm a full-time dad and mom.
Yeah.
But being that mom part is something that's foreign to me because dads are, stern and disciplinarians.
I agree.
And that emotional side
is the woman.
Is the woman, the female counterpart that's missing in a lot of those equations. So both parties need to step up and put the drama of the divorce and stuff behind them and be about the business of these kids.
Push the button, baby. Push the button.
I agree with you.
Teach him something.
It took me a while to get to that point, but you're absolutely
you can forgive
right.
and you can just say, you know what? It didn't work between us, but we got the business of these kids right now.
Oh, wow. Hey, we got a long, well, it's not long, but it's a long distance comment. Sean from El Paso, Texas, in regards to children's last names. It's confusing to children and to people at school. Children do still get teased about it, even in today's time. And it's just another form of separation for the child. It's bad enough one of the parents isn't there. Sean, thank you for your comment. Appreciate you, brother. That's something we can go at all day. Because when the divorce takes place, so often the man says, okay, well, if I got to pay child support, any man that's really thinking, you have to get legal visitation too, because it just doesn't make sense to pay child support and you don't have legal rights to visit and spend time with your child. You guess?
Again, because it depends on the father, though. Think of what you're saying. Think of that some of the fathers have no problem.
I know what I'm saying.
Listen, you interrupted me.
All right, go ahead.
I'm saying if there are some fathers that has no problem making a child, but they don't have what it takes to be a father to that child.
Okay.
So the mistake lies in the woman for laying with the man.
But that's your personal.
That's
your personal.
We're talking about
the father, though.
But that's what I'm saying, though. If
that's
he's
half
not,
of that child's DNA. I
but
don't
listen
care
to what I'm saying.
good, bad, or
If
ugly.
he's not worthy of being there, like if he's alcoholic,
who
he's
deems him
abusive.
worthy? You?
Are you
Because of how he treated
Are you
you?
gonna let me finish?
What deems him worthy?
But that's what I just said. If he's abusive,
Okay.
if he sells drugs, if he's an alcoholic, if
Okay.
there is a reason other than the normal reason where we just broke up or I think he's sorry. And by
Okay.
the way, I'm not talking about my fathers because I had no problem with them coming. So I'm just saying in general,
So if I
there's a
can't keep it in
reason
my pants, I
why.
don't get to see my kids.
That's what it sounds like to me.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
so what you both did at this table is ignored every fact I said and just twisted it around for your testosterone.
No, we're not. No, we're
That's
not.
what
But we're
you
saying
did.
this.
Because I
Punchline.
just said
Punchline.
if he's abusive.
Abusive.
If he sells drugs,
Sells
I
drugs.
mean, if he's not the right type of father
If
for
he's
his
not the
child,
right type of father.
because there's some that'll give the money and then walk away and gladly don't want to be responsible for the child.
Absolutely.
Don't
You're
want to see
absolutely
it.
right.
Or there's some that go out there and take care of somebody else's child and don't give a dog.
Absolutely right.
Just pay the
Absolutely
money.
right.
So when
They don't
you
pay the
say
money
questions
either.
like that, you need to put it all out there. Don't just
I'll
put
put
a
it
little
all
bit.
out here in the form of 2 words: supervised visitation. If he's an abuser, if he sells drugs, and you think he's a bad influence, by all means, hey, get with the court, social services, supervised visitation. You see exactly what's going
That's
on.
if he wants.
That's if he wants.
That's
If he
if he
don't want it,
wants.
then
That's all I'm
yeah,
speaking
he
about
gets the
that.
deadbeat stamp. And if I find him, I'll bust him up.
Yeah.
Hey, special thanks to our guests, Dyran, Seana, who gets what? Lately, we've been having these part 2 possibilities with shows.
Yeah, this is definitely.
And
We're
this
not
is
finished.
This is definitely another one of those. And we're certainly grateful. By all means, continue to keep the country of Turkey lifted in prayer. With the recent earthquake that took place, everything that's going on in Libya and Syria, we certainly just got to give it to God. Let him do what he do. My name is Reginald Dye.
And I'm the Northern Belle.
Thank you very much for joining us for another episode of He Says.
She Says.
Stay tuned for the after show. If not, we'll see you next week. God bless.
You're listening to the FIA Broadcasting Network. The show is taped on Mondays at 7 o'clock p.m. On the internet at FIAworld.com. SportsCenter.com. This show was produced by Solomon Pollard.
The doctor is in.
AKA Dr. P. Music and production arrangements by Dr. P and the Atlanta Sub Factor. God is good all the time. You have been listening to He Says, She Says with your co-hosts Andrea Carr Willis and Reginald Dye. Tune in again next week on the FIA Broadcasting Network. He Says, She Says. See ya.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts of this show are not associated with FIA Broadcast Network or its affiliates.
Like right now, not listening, and she's looking for somebody that does. I don't care what you say. If the man is not doing what he needs to do, look at that. Look, you.
I don't know any lesbian woman that has stable parents. I apologize. I don't know any lesbian woman today that has stable parents.
I probably know more of the lesbian than I do of the regular.
That have stable.
And even in terms
secure mother, father.
Yeah, they come from dysfunctional backgrounds as well.
They got crazy stuff going on. They were raised by their grandparents.
And stuff happens to the point.
You saying two women cannot raise it? Sadly, they're probably raising it better than the male and the female because, as you see, us sitting at the table, right?
I don't like that.
Us sitting at the table, right?
I don't like that.
What, the woman and the woman raising, or the woman? How
No,
about
I don't like. I don't like same-sex
aggressive
couples.
women? You
ain't got a problem with aggressive women.
Yes, y'all do, because y'all don't want a woman that can stand beside you or stand in front of you. Somebody told me the other night.
You're not supposed to stand in front of
But you
a
know
man.
what somebody told me the other night? Somebody told me the other night that the problem is you want a superhero for a man. I said, but I was raised in a time where the man was a superhero every day. He opened the door. He was respectful. He was kind. He was considerate. He was loving. Even if he cheated, he made sure the wife was first and the woman knew.
Yeah.
But that's not the problem now. I said, that's my superhero. The one who makes me feel like the queen of his castle, and I in return. It is because he's now not caring.
What if you don't know?
How do you not know if you're disrespecting your wife?
If you watch your father mistreat your mother or not do or provide and so on and so on.
My daddy was a hoe.
Okay, and how are your brothers in relation to the women?
My brother is a God-fearing man, and he chose not to step that way.
Always been like that.
Always been like that.
Okay, we're on the
All
after
right.
show.
Now, let's first go back to the first.
Welcome to the after show. We're getting it in. Tune in and listen to some real talk. Go ahead.
Those curse words that weren't allowed to come out during the show, you might hear a few of them now. Right. It's happening. All right, now, we were talking about the whole same-sex thing. Like, women go to another woman to find what they haven't been able to find in a man. Okay, from a common sense perspective, that makes sense. Because whatever you can't find in a man,
and a person, you go to another person. And if that person happens to be the same sex, okay.
Yeah, I don't get the download stuff. If you are who you are, then you might as well say who you are.
But here's the thing, you're not going to find in a woman what you're expecting to find in a man.
I agree.
Right. You can't. And most of the time when you have these gays and lesbian relationships, it's because of something dysfunctional.
Right.
I agree.
Molestation took place. And now they live a life with a low self-esteem, feeling that, this is what God really want me to be.
I was molested. I don't agree with that.
Maybe not. But you have those that do. I know a young lady. She was raped by her stepfather. And she had the baby. He got her pregnant. She had the baby. The boy's got anger issues out of just crazy anger issues. And for years, she just did not feel comfortable in being the woman. So, no long hair, no dress, no purse. I'm going to be hard. And I'm going to be in a relationship with a woman. And she was like that for years.
I understand that.
And that happens a lot. Now, as it relates to same-sex parents raising children, do I like it? I don't. But I've been blessed to travel to many third world countries around the world. And yeah, if a child able to come out of that situation and be placed in a situation where they can sleep at night, they don't have to worry about being shot, being killed, being raped. Okay. As long as those same-sex parents don't raise that child to the point where they're grooming them for homosexuality.
You can't do that. You're either born this way or you're not this way. And there is.
I don't even think you're born that way.
You can be born this way. You know somewhere inside of you if you different. You know from the beginning. I mean, you hear most of them that are gay, lesbian, bi, whatever that says.
I'm superior to a lot of people I grew up with.
But yeah, you are different. And as a young man that you are, you need to learn that you're born this way. It really does come from the inside of you. Now, I've been molested. There's a lot of things in my backstory. I'm not that angry black woman, but I was that angry black woman for a while. I hated the black man for a moment. I dated only white men, and my cycle is big of the choice of men. Even my kids had to raise me for a moment because I was that angry black woman who had 2 kids who didn't want that statistic. Okay. So there was a lot of things inside of me, so I had to learn and grow. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you can't make excuses for the personal choices that you make. You either are this way or you not this way. Period. Mm-hmm. So if you like other women, then you like other women. It doesn't have nothing to do with what's in the background. Now, that may make you uncomfortable with the man, but that is, again, your personal choice by not going to get that help that you need in order to make you comfortable. And again, it does affect our esteem, because I went hard for a while. Still am, I guess. I guess you can say I'm a little aggressive. What you looking at? I'm aggressive, but if there is the right person that stands in front of me, I have no problem saying the word
submitting.
Yeah. So, I have no problem.
But what's your definition of right?
My definition of right?
You back to that judgmental thing, and it's a personal thing, because there are plenty of women who have had heterosexual relationships, and because of being tired of a lack of a good man, or being treated unfairly, or whatever the case was, absolutely she could have got a good man, but instead you settle for a good woman.
That's why I say
and you're living this life now.
You answered your own question. It's
you're
her fault.
settling.
I said, it's your fault. You blame yourself.
But I don't think that people are born that way. I think that it's a settle.
We'll live to disagree, because you're straight male, so you'll never understand any other side other than your side. But I will say this. If a woman is unhappy in the relationship she's in, male, female, whatever the case is, she chooses to cheat, that's where it becomes bad for all of us. Because when an honest, loving, caring black man meets an honest, loving, caring, decent black woman, he's already burned. He's already hurt. So all he's going to do is put his baggage on her, and her in return may put it on the next, and the cycle is repeated.
Right.
If you are unhappy who you are, then be woman enough, man enough to say, this is who I am. I put it on my page all the time. If you are unhappy, my apologies. Because I've been hurt, I've been burned, and whatever case, and I sometimes trickle it down.
Oh yeah, that's part of the insult.
I'm sorry.
That's part of the insult.
But if you know that you need something and it's missing in the relationship or the marriage that you're in, then be the woman you're supposed to be and say, I'm not happy. Let's work on this, or let me go.
You know what I think the problem is? One of the biggest problems is when we're hurt, we don't give ourselves time to heal. You had the rebound relationship, which was both of my marriages were rebound relationships. Yep. I always say that the saddest thing I could ever say is I was never in love with my husbands. It's terrible. The loves of my life, I had 2. And they both got away, and I wound up married.
Well, you know what love is. I don't have no clue.
Oh, I know only because of my parents. That's how I know. Me, the real healthy love came, I saw my parents, and they had problems, not all the time, but I saw, we had that Huxtable family, so I knew what I was looking for. But I was still immature in myself. My first marriage, trust me, I was real immature. I was just, 22? Not even 22 when I got into that situation, so I wasn't ready. My second marriage, I was hurt. And by this time of being hurt, after hurt, I just wanted to be married, have children, and move on with my life.
Right.
I picked the first thing that walked through that door and said, look, you gonna marry me? You are? Okay, let's go.
But you know what? You got to blame TV for that. Because me coming up, even now, I wanted that bad boy, that hair pulling it. Or we can go. Ass spanking, whatever the case, type of brother. That can throw you up against the wall and you in the window and outside, wherever. Because that adrenaline rush, that challenge, thrives. But when a sensitive man walked up to me and go, how you doing? Can I take you out? I'd be like, what's wrong with you? You wussy, you wimpy. You can never match my hunger. So I walked away from plenty of them. Now, even today, my daughter is 5'2" and a little overweight, and I told her, I said, you dated twice seriously, and you've caught both men with other women. I said, I made sure that
literally?
you never, literally. Pull. One was in the car, she tried to drag out. I said, your first mistake was trying to beat up on the woman because she was in his car.
Right.
It's not her fault that you picked a fool to be with. It's your fault you picked a fool. I said, so if you're going to blame somebody for the mistake, don't go beat the woman because he a hoe. You beat the man if you need to do that, but I prefer you not. I said, I prefer you get up Walk out of that relationship. Understand that you are a queen of who you are, and you deserve someone who's going to treat you with respect and love you for who you are. Not give you this bull crap in the end and then expect you to take it. Because if you let him back in, he's just going to do it better the next time. I said, and that's all they do. Once you catch them, they just learn to be better at each time that you've caught. I said, so love yourself. Because I said, I made sure you didn't see any of these negative relationships. And if you saw one, you only saw one. And I got rid of that one, hubby, in the end. I said, so you don't have nothing to base these bad relationship choices on. I do, Father. You don't at all. I said, so love you. Take care of you. Whatever counseling you need, I'll listen to you. Whatever you need, do it. But at the same time, understand that as black women, we are queens. And if you as black men don't recognize what's standing beside you, that's your fault. That's not mine. Because I'm standing right here, so every time I hear black men, ain't no good women left, I just want to go get a brick and throw it at your head.
You know, the problem is, it's not that there are no good black women. It's not that there are no good black men. The problem is, what are you looking for? So many times we looking at the outer. I'm not saying right. But that's a problem. That's an issue. She has to have this. She has to have that. She has to do this. Wonderful. He has to have this. He has to have that. That's your basis for good. Just like who has good hair, who has bad hair. That's the problem. That's true. What it should be is inside out. True. Yeah, but it's easy said, but never done. Not never. I won't say never, but it's rarely done.
And so often we look for perfection. And the slightest imperfection that we see, we become
absolutely
turned off.
Shell shock.
Shell shock.
But you know, you men really don't want to really learn a woman, because on one of my profiles,
why don't we want to learn?
I'm not going to name the site. I'm not going to name the site, but I get more men interested in the words that are on my profile than me. So when they talk to me, they go, "Oh, you boring," but your profile is lively, because you don't want to know all of me. You just want to know that little 50 or 60% of what's on that profile. You don't want to know me.
Are you really being who you are if you blasting your profile like that?
Oh yeah, because
but you're someone entirely different.
No, that's not what I said. I said you didn't want to know all of me. You only want to know that piece of me that caught your attention. Oh yeah.
What piece
on that person?
What piece catches the attention?
Did you catch the attention, or did that representative of what you put out there?
Oh, the representative.
The PR.
Ooh, that representative.
Let me tell you this.
Dangerous.
When you date me, you won't have any doubt who you date. I'm honest, I'm caring, I'm sincere, I'm loving, I'm sweet. I am who I say I am. So you won't, by any chance, be will believe I'm anything other than who. I'm telling you that I've been burnt. I'm telling you that I've been hurt. I'm telling you that I've come through. I'm a mother of two, and that I'm proud of my kids. And you won't catch me without that. If you want me, you want my kids too. I'm telling you exactly who I am and what you get. I can be complex. I can be contradicting. I can be loving, loyal. I can be bitchy. I can be everything and anything. But at the same time, I'm gonna always be me.
But when I'm trying to date you, I appreciate the resume that you put on the table. However, I need to be able to determine what job I'm filling, and I need to see how you match up to that. And sometimes I just want somebody. I want the playmate. I don't want the soulmate. I want the playmate. I don't want the soulmate. Now,
I didn't hear that part.
Now when I'm soul searching and I'm searching for a soulmate, absolutely, I'm looking to see, okay, how are you with kids? Are you involved in church? How are you with money? How are you around your family? Because these are the values that I care about.
Soulmate.
Then you go get the playmate.
But it's the soulmate versus playmate.
But why can't the soulmate be the playmate? See, that's what I tell
the soulmate has the possibility of being the playmate, but if I'm just interested in playing,
see, this is the problem.
And a lot of people aren't interested.
My mother and I just talked about that. One of the problems we as women have is when men are looking for a playmate, we think we can turn it around
into a soulmate
because we're good.
Right.
We're good women, and become the soulmate.
Right, because it's made out of gold, and
right,
we're gonna look for it. Yeah.
But you're telling it with a flashlight on the daylight. I'm saying that. But what happens is, and this is where we have the problem, when we women, because in all honesty, I'm gonna say a true statement that's gonna make a lot of women mad, but I'm gonna put it out there. We don't wanna be no darn playmate. Let's keep it real.
Most women don't.
They don't want to be a playmate.
99% of women don't want to be a playmate.
There's some out there that pretend great.
Yeah, they pretend that's what they want in life.
In all honesty, women want to be that soulmate. Why would we want to keep throwing it to this one, to that one, to that one, to the other one? Do you realize?
Because the ratio of men and women in Atlanta is 13 to 1.
So they'll
13
settle.
to 1.
So they will settle.
What was I told? I think somebody
it's 20-something.
30 to 1.
Yeah, it's increased, but 13. Right, exactly. Because what you want to do, somebody else will. You know, and
That's
sometimes
your fault if it's not worth it. You can't sit here and complain about it if you know what you get. So if she cheating on you with someone else, that's what you chose. See, that's what makes me mad. You get on
I
these
admit to
sites
that. I can admit
and you
to
holler
that.
about ain't no good woman left, but you weren't looking for a good woman. You were looking for the fool that you could play with, and then
I
treat
didn't
like
know.
a fool.
A lot of times you don't know.
But that's what I'm
Sometimes, I mean, most
to
people
yourself.
will have a car. They're not driving the very first car that they ever got.
But listen to me.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They're not driving that car that they bought for the auction for $500.
But you didn't want
They're
that.
driving.
You didn't want.
I wanted something to get me from point A to point
But
B,
no, listen
and
to
that's
me.
all that I was thinking about.
But see, then whose fault is that?
But now that I want something long term, now that I want that commitment,
got that
now I want that contract, I want that car note with that security and that warranty on it. Now I have to look for something different.
But you got that profile that tells you exactly what you're looking for.
Now, wait a minute. I have to agree with something he said when it comes to the profile that's out there. Representative.
Yeah.
That's a key. People come with their best suits on. They got this attaché case, the high heels, the bun, looking wonderful and beautiful.
Right.
You get with them?
Okay, but you talk about being real. Okay,
Wait,
so
don't
right
talk
now,
about you. I'm
so
talking about-
right now, what you're giving off is hard sister soldier. I'm about business. That's what you're giving off right now.
That's not
What
all
I'm
of
saying
it.
to you is that
That's what a person
if that's
will see.
what I meet, and my mind is. I want to know, can we have breakfast in bed on Saturday? I want to know if we can take a trip.
Talking? What?
Because you was just like,
listen to him, though.
but you
He's
seem
making a valid
like,
point.
but you
Listen to
seem
this.
like you're the type to be like, dude, you get out the bed and make me breakfast.
Do I seem like that?
Yes.
First of all, let me tell you something that's a secret. Well, it's not a secret to those who know me. I can't cook worth crap. Let me say it. I thought that I was gonna marry a man who's gonna do the cooking and cleaning. I ain't gonna lie. When I was younger, and then I saw how my father treated my mother when it came to cooking. He would come home from hoeing, and sorry, Dad. He would come home from hoeing, and then tell her at 3 o'clock in the morning, I want you to fix me something. She'd already have something, so she reheat it. So guess who had to get up and clean it? So I was like, if this is marriage, and if he didn't like that, she'd have to make him a whole new meal.
Right.
And she'd have to
Old
throw
school.
the whole
Right.
onion,
That's
whatever.
old school.
Old
And
school.
so I was like, if this is what marriage is, I don't want that. The man needs to cater to me. But I was young and immature. When I got older, I really wish that I'd paid more attention to cooking. But I will say this: if you're my man, I will do what I'm supposed to do as your woman. And even my ex came over yesterday.
Well, I
and
know
he
that
was
from day
wrong,
one.
And I was like, he was like, I'm hungry. I said, okay, let me fix you something.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
Let me
I know
ask
that
you-
from day
Let
one,
me ask
though.
you a question.
if you ask,
Let me
You
ask
gotta
you a
learn
question. Day one, when you're meeting somebody, do you get? I'm not asking real question. Do you show real question who you really are?
Yes.
Now let me ask this. I want you to consider something. You come off aggressive. You come off hardcore.
Yes.
Well, listen to what you said. The woman inside is soft.
yeah, the woman inside. Those who
So
know
wait.
me.
So day one,
I just met you
are
today.
you really who you are?
Have I met the real you? I'm here.
All of me. See, that's what I'm saying. You only know me for an hour. If
Right.
you think that's all there is this.
But that's what you showed me.
No. But see, you're showing me a soft man. You're showing me a kind and considerate man. But I know.
But
that
I'm an
it-
alpha male
But listen,
all day long.
that's what I'm saying. So
That's
here's the problem.
interesting.
Here's the problem. Listen to yourself. You have taught yourself just like I have taught myself. You don't make first judgment. Not by first meeting.
Right.
You got to get to know a person.
Oh, yeah, I'm
to
not
know.
gonna show my hand
But
from
see, that's
jump
not what you just said. You said I show you.
She
and that's
just
what
asked
you
the question.
assumed.
She
but
asked
I'm
the question.
answering for a question.
Right.
You can't assume just by this hour.
I apologize. I tell people up front
that
myself.
mine is bigger than yours. That may be just my shell of protection. But if
Okay.
the lights are off and I'm your man, you're my man and I'm your woman, you can be in the can. If you know how to do it right, but if you don't know how, then we're gonna change that around. But anyway, that's a different story. Now, if you want to talk about can an aggressive man be with a sensitive man, it's
Wait. Say it again.
aggressive woman.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
bad. Sorry, y'all. Let's say that.
Ooh, I was.
If aggressive woman, that's what I meant to say, can be with a sensitive man, it's weird because
That's what you put off that you want, but it's not what you need.
I need an alpha male. Yeah.
Correct.
But he needs to be sensitive. He needs to understand that if I don't
He
always,
needs to have it. He
if
needs to
my
have it.
edges are a little rough,
Right.
then I need somebody who go, baby, I need you to calm down.
Right.
a little
Soften that
bit.
down.
I need you to calm down, or you act like you don't need me, and I know you do.
See, I've only in my lifetime dated one alpha male. I'm very aggressive. I'm very strong. I don't want to be that way. But if you don't step up and take care of stuff, I cannot sit by and be like.
But for me, I don't know how many times that I'm supposed to. Like, okay, we meet. You show yourself as being aggressive about business, taking care of your stuff. If I'm supposed to be in your world and we're supposed to be together and linked in this, at what point in time do you start taking your hand off of the steering wheel and let that man step up?
Okay, I can answer this question. As a woman who's strong, as soon as you show your hand. And I'm going to tell
that's you because that's what you want. But there are some women that it's a constant
battle.
Right, it's a constant, and it's like,
you can't blame
who's to say, why is it 10 times?
But you can't blame
Why do I have to go in the battle 20 times?
You see, you need to understand the background. So you're not on the ad. That's
the truth. Background is very true.
I said out there.
Very true.
Men don't take the time to learn the woman. They take for face grant, for what is the word? What's that? For,
the face. Yeah, go ahead. Face value.
Face value. Exactly what they see, and then when they get to be in a relationship after a few months, they got to say, "Man, you ain't what I thought you was." That's because you ain't take the time. You like the outer package, and now the inner package is starting to show. But see, that's the difference. This what you see is the inner package. Now the outer package, I think I'm okay looking. I'm all right, but there's way more inside. I mean, I'm a big girl, so obviously there's more in me.
She's silly.
Than what you see.
She's so silly.
But I'm being honest.
You're right. You're right.
But I might have a problem letting go of the steering wheel, not because by the way, challenging turns me on. I love challenge. But only because I've been the mother and the father. Only because I've had to do whatever needs to be done. I've been the husband when the husband ain't been the husband.
Right. I've had to do that.
I got to make sure this is done. I got to make sure. I got to find a way to pay the class ring and
and because you've been left, you have a rainy day account now, as opposed to putting it all in the basket.
I mean, oh my goodness, he destroyed me. I lift him up and he brought me down. But at the same time, do I blame him? No, I made that mistake of marriage.
Yes.
But with this being said, you got to understand if a woman is being the alpha, and then you want to come and be the alpha, for an example. I first got here in Georgia. I opened the door for a man. He got so upset. Should I stop?
No, go.
Oh, he got so upset that he literally yanked the door out of my hand, closed it, pulled it back open, and said, "Now you go." I said, "Now what was all that?" He said, "Because a man is supposed to open the door for a woman." I said, "Well, I'm from the woman who opened the door for the man. Pull out the chair, whatever." He said, "Where are you from?"
Right.
And I was like, "Louisiana." But you are who you need to be when you need to be. And if you got to take care of house and home, then it ain't my fault if I'm as aggressive.
Wow.
So if you my man, tone that down.
Wow. Well, we're about to wrap it up. Last thoughts, Dyran?
Let's stay together. That's what my thought.
All right. Go ahead, Al. Last thoughts.
So apparently, as a freedom fighter, I said we need to come together and learn to grow together.
We definitely need to talk around the table and get these issues and baggage, put them down, because we're losing men and women daily, and our children need us. And women need men need women. Let's just keep it real. We need each other. Thank you for tuning in to He Says, She Says. In the last 2 seconds, there goes my partner, right on time, Superman.
Thank you so much. God bless you. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, it's cheaper to keep.
Yeah.
Cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep.
Wrote a song about it. Right here it go.
I was just laying here wondering what you did today. You know?
When I think of you, I see a smile on your face. When I think of you, yeah. When I think of you, I feel so happy inside. When I think of you, I feel so alive. Oh yeah, I feel so alive. Oh baby, when I think of baby, you're making my heart sing. Boy, with all the joy you bring, baby, you're making my heart sing. 'Cause you know I love you, baby, you're making my heart sing. Boy, it's so good, it's insane. Baby, you're making my heart sing. 'Cause you know I need you. When I think of you, chills run down my spine. When I think of you, yeah. When I think of you, You got me so on fire. When I think of you, boy, your touch is so desired. When I think of you, boy, I wanna take it higher. When I think of you,